Welcome back students to the online teaching services of St. Thomas High School, Mahua. Today, I Richa Parekh am here to further continue with unit number 5 of social science, that is natural disasters, for the students of class 8th. My dear students, in the last lectures we discussed about various kind of natural disaster such as earthquake, volcano, etc. Now today we are going to study in detail about tsunami. So my dear students, you must have heard this word tsunami. What is tsunami? In a simple language, we can say that when there are high waves in the coastal region which causes a huge destruction to human life and creatures is considered as tsunami. But in a specific terms, we can say that due to volcanic eruption or earthquake on the sea floor, high oceanic waves are created and such waves are considered as tsunamis. So, when a volcanic eruption or earthquake occurs inside the sea floor, that means inside the seas and oceans, such high waves which are created due to those disasters are considered as tsunami. They are high and have unimaginable length. That means they are very much high and they have very vast length. Their length is approximately 700 to 1600 kilometers. This wave travel with a great speed and force. By the time they reach the coast, they attain great height and power, which causes a great deal of destruction in the coastal regions. It was witnessed on 11th March 2011 in Japan. So my dear students, you must also know that once a few years back, even the southern part of India was suffered by tsunami and huge level of destruction was caused on the coastal regions. The people from those low-lying areas were shifted to another place in order to save their life. So once due to the volcanic eruption or due to the earthquake inside the sea floor, these waves which are created travel with great speed and force, and because of this, by the time when they reach to the coastal areas, they can attain a great height and power. So this can cause a huge deal of destruction to both the life and property. Strong whirling winds are also created, big and strong waves. Once the storm gets over, these waves become tall with a high wavelength which can travel great distances. You might have seen many a times the occurrence of storm. So with the end of the storm inside the sea level, the high waves are created and such waves can travel a great distance. Such waves can also cause a great deal of destruction in coastal regions, and hence they are also known as destructive waves. So when the ocean is in the face of storm, at that time, the waves which are created due to such storm causes huge destructions. Therefore, such waves are also considered as destructive waves. At time, rock falls, ice falls or underwater landslides or slumps can generate displacement of water to create tsunami. Many a times it may happen that not only on the coastal regions but inside the sea and oceans there are rock falls or ice falls or underwater landslides. That means the movement of land inside the sea level which creates a displacement of water. That means the imbalance between the level of the water, and due to this imbalance of water, the high wavelength are created, and those waves are also considered as a cause for tsunami. So my dear students, the next one which we are going to discuss is flood. What is flood? You must have come across that even these days many parts of Assam are being witnessed by flood. So what is flood? When there is a high amount of rainfall in the areas, the level of water gets raised, and hence this excess of water turns out to be the flood. You can see the photo that many people, due to the excess water in the areas, are sitting on the terraces or are traveling with the means of their livelihood. And the second photo is of Uttaranchal, when Uttaranchal faced a great flood, which was a historic moment where thousands of people lost their life. Let's see what is flood. The flow of excess water in a river is called flood. That means the flood is occurred with the excess water, the flow of excess water. That means once the amount of water is increased in the river or in the areas where the water is going to be accumulated, it can cause flood. What are the main reasons? The first one is heavy rain in the upper course of river. That means the upper part of the river which receives maximum rainfall. And the second one is where the water is stored in the form of river and the dam which is generated or which is constructed over those rivers break. So the flood occurs in the low-lying areas in the river bank. So here we are at the end of this video. In the very next class we are going to discuss about forest fire. Till then, dear students, try to read the textbook as a part of your homework and study well for your examinations. Till then, stay at your home and stay safe. Thank you.